Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Tony Finn and Brian Leonard. We're going to talk about the Eagles at the Saints. Saints 8-point favorites. What is the current total on this one? It's interesting, that's for sure. It is 50.5. I thought it was a little bit low. But Brian, I'm going to start with you. You have a teaser on this game, don't you?
Yeah, I mentioned it in the last video. As a matter of fact, I had a Snickers bar in between videos, and now I'm back. It's the real me again.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. This is the New Orleans game we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the New Orleans game.
There you go. Last week I had Philadelphia as a free play. I would have had it as regular play if I was getting 7. Didn't quite get it, so we took the 6.5, and there was a lot of reasons for me to take Philadelphia then. Now there's a lot of reasons for me to take the Saints, being that Philadelphia is now going on the road. They're playing in a dome, and Philadelphia's defensive backs are lousy. And if you take a look at who's the best passers throwing the ball down the field, Breeze is there every year, having another one. They've got great receivers, and Philadelphia doesn't cover the quarterback very good out of the backfield. So the Saints are going to score some points here. As much as I liked Philadelphia last week, I think this game, just the whole situation, all is in favor of the Saints. And I'm really surprised this is still at 8. It was a perfect teaser candidate, obviously, but I still like the Saints in this one. And
I did tease the Saints as well. I only do 6-point teasers, but I do have the Saints teased as well as the Rams. So Rams down to 1, Saints down to 2. Tony, this is a really interesting game, though, as far as the spread goes. I do think the Saints are going to win the game. So, again, that's why I teased it. I'm not rushing to lay the 8 here with the Saints. I like those teams that are peaking at the right time. We saw it a couple of years ago with the Ravens. We saw it last year with the Eagles. This is a team right now. They've won their last 5. They barely got in. They beat the team that got them to the playoffs. They are on fire. So it is tough for me to step in front of really either side here against the spread.
I think if you like the Saints, honestly, I would suggest I think it's going to go up. I think the books will make that game day teaser adjustment too, where
to protect themselves.
Absolutely, I think they will. So if you like it straight up, I think 8's a good number. At least it's better than a 9. So
okay.
I think there was an overreaction. I think you talked about the total in the intro. I think there's a little bit of an overreaction on the score of last week's Chicago-Philly game.
Well, two interceptions in the red zone, too, doesn't help.
But when they see that score,
next week.
you know, when they see that score, I think 51.5, I think is low. I think there will be points scored in this game, as Brian said. And if Philly's better offensively, they've definitely been better offensively under Foles than they were under Wentz, whether that's the back injury or whether that's just experience, et cetera, et cetera. In this game, I also think we're going to see a little bit closer game than, 49-7. That we saw earlier.
And then in that game, that game also you have to remember Darren Sproles has been playing a lot better ball too, and we didn't see Darren in that game. Not saying that he was a complete game changer, but you know there's some different attributes to that as well. Yeah. So you think that's my only question is do people remember what they saw last week or do they remember what they saw last time? I mean it's very tough to beat a team twice in a season, but the line indicates it's only a 1-point difference between week 11 and now.
In reality, that the whole thing about beating a team twice in one season means nothing. I believe it's like 50-50 overall. But it's been ingrained in our minds for so long. That's one of the things you talk about. The Saints have one of the best home field advantages in football. If you've ever been there for a game, like a night game or a playoff game, that place is crazy.
16.
Kansas City, Seattle, and New Orleans are the 3 teams playing at home in the playoffs I would want to put my money on. You know, even New England. New England, come the end of the season, December, and in the playoffs, they're unbeatable at home for the most part. So it's going to be tough for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's going to have to put some points up because I don't think they're going to be able to slow them down.
Yeah.
All right.
If you like Philly, you surely have to like the over.
Okay, maybe a little correlated parlay. All right, I like it. Good stuff from both guys. Tuesday is always $2 Tuesday. At WagerTalk, you can get the hottest handicappers best bet for just $2.